Our transportation system in the 20th century provided a backbone for this country's economy. We inherited that system. We have not invested in that system, and that system is failing.
So raising the federal gas tax means increasing investment to repair and reconstruct the highways and bridges that are the backbone of our economy.
We think there's a lot that can be done with the money that's already being taxed before we have to raise those taxes.
If we don't raise the federal gas tax, we're going to have to do less with less, and that means the system is going to suffer.
There are a lot of ways to sweat out inefficiencies and cost excesses, and it would be more likely to happen if states had to pay for it themselves.
The money that we're putting into that system does not equal a system that is improving.
On every interstate in America, most of the traffic is local. Most of the benefits of any new project are local, so why shouldn't the funding of those projects be at least predominantly local, if not entirely local, for a great many of these projects?
Because our economy does not stop at the border. And the longer that goods are sitting in trucks on highways in congestion, the more it's going to cost.
I have no faith whatsoever that this money that we're going to raise in the federal gasoline tax is going to reduce congestion, because it just hasn't done it before.
We desperately need a new tunnel underneath the Hudson to relieve train congestion here in New York. People say, well, let the states pay for it. It's $10 billion. New Jersey says, we can't afford it, let New York pay for it. New York says, we can't afford $10 billion. That's why you need a properly funded federal system.
There's certainly no reason why somebody who's driving their car should have to pay for people who use transit.
The challenge is that as users of the system, we are going to pay for it one way or another. We will either decide to increase the gas tax, or we will pay for it by sitting in congestion, paying more for our goods and services,